Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto, episode 126. What happened last time?
Last time, finally, the last of the Sound 4 have been taken out.
Vanquished.
They're gone.
Mm-hmm.
If they somehow come back, I'll be extremely disappointed. But we're gearing up for a fight between Gaara and Kimimaro. At the same time, Naruto, I guess, is still running after Sasuke.
Screaming Sasuke. Screaming.
Sasuke!
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, we talked a lot last time about some of the weaknesses that this arc had up until now, and how I'm excited that we're finally moving forward again in the plot of this arc, which is retrieving Sasuke. Most importantly, we're finally sort of back on track there, and we have new characters, and we're gonna see what they're doing. They said that they're just here on orders, but is that like 100% true? Or do they still not give a shit? I mean, you know, Gaara talked about owing the leaf, and so I'm sure it's not just orders, and I think we might find out a bit more about that. So we'll see.
Only one way to find out, and that's to watch this episode of Naruto, which we hope you enjoy. Hope you leave a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to check out more of our Naruto stuff. If you just can't wait for the next episode, you can get a week ahead on Patreon, which I believe at this point is like 5 episodes a week. I believe.
Yeah, if we're sticking with that.
4 or 5 episodes a week, depending on when this goes up. So go check that out. There's also a bunch of other benefits like uncut OP reactions and OVA reactions and movie reactions and a bunch of cool stuff. So yeah, check that out if you want, but most of all, we ask you to support the official release. Watch on Netflix, watch on Crunchyroll. We assume you've already seen the show because this is not a market substitute for Naruto. This is not a free alternative to watching on those services. This is where you get our thoughts, our review, our reaction to the episode. So we use some of the footage in this video for those purposes to give context and so that everyone understands what we're talking about. But it is not a free alternative. Our intent is not to give a free copy of the show. Support the official release. Netflix, Crunchyroll, etc. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction and review to Naruto. And we're getting right into it. Let's go.
Also, I want to see the new version again.
Yeah. I forgot about the Rock Lee guy thing.
That's really awesome.
I completely forgot about it. I must have been skipping it at this point.
That was an epic change as well.
Rock Lee still maybe doesn't even know about Neji.
He wouldn't know about anything.
Yeah.
It's interesting how he didn't run into them. Actually, it's really too bad he didn't run into any of them.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't have been that far behind.
Well, maybe it wasn't in like a straight line or something.
Yeah, I guess not.
Or maybe he was just like so focused on getting there quickly.
But he would have been tracking them, and the fights were like in the way of tracking them.
That's true.
So, yeah, I wonder. Rock Lee looks jacked. Look at him.
I didn't see.
He's just like standing.
Wide stance.
He just looked large.
Me up.
Come
Will you please let go of me?
Same leg. I don't know, different leg.
You're not doing anything in your present state.
You've already overdone it, Lee.
Let your guard down. He uses his bones to attack.
I know. That was really close.
You wield sand, hence the name. Showdown!
It's not.
It's not spoiled?
Gaara versus Kimimaro. Oh. If it was Gaara versus Kimimaro, the ultimate show, or paying the ultimate price. Oh my god. I don't remember this being this crazy.
This is out of control.
None of the bullets are hitting Lee?
His level of taijutsu is considerable.
Considerable?
Defense are as one. Gaara of the desert. Rather a foolish nickname, isn't it?
What?
You're nothing without that sand of yours. Why else would you go through the trouble of lugging it around? Sand shower. What a surprise. The only fool here is you. If I need more sand, I Uchiha. His eyes. Sasuke had the same eyes this guy does.
The same eyes.
Seeking to prove the value of their own existence. Eyes like that.
Oh shit, he's like really close. This looks like the elephant graveyard from Lion King.
That'd be terrifying to go in there.
Sasuke! I know you're in here! Come on, answer me! I don't get it! What's gotten into you?
What is this? Oh. Seen a genjutsu?
Whoa.
Swing shot.
Swing shot.
I don't hate the darkness. It was in the darkness that I was raised.
I'm not trying to be mean, but it looks like he could fit out through those bars pretty easily.
I think there's seals on. That's what those paper things are.
Like this. Why me? I don't get it. What did I do wrong?
Be ready for the sake of the Kaguya clan. You will fight.
The Kaguya clan.
Yes, fighting. That is the only thing I can do now.
Let's see what his final form is. Or I guess even just his second form.
His first form. Or second, yeah. First state of the curse mark. Oh shit.
Ugh.
It's amazing how much I've forgotten about some of this shit.
He just has like no he's just pure bone.
Pressure.
Oh, he moved the bone like just underneath on the inside of his skin. Yeah.
Bone underneath my skin, I would have been crushed beyond recognition.
He armored himself for some reason beneath his skin rather than
Maybe he
like
can't
outside
grow
of
it
it.
out. Well, but he can push it outside of his skin. So
But maybe he can't create like a coating like Gaara does.
He's a monster, a freak.
Well, he certainly is a nuisance.
I love how it's.
You. But that's the last time I'll get caught in your sand.
Are you sure?
Oh shit. Jutsu! Gaara Jutsu. No, not just sand.
Sand tsunami.
We've only seen him like coat himself in sand or like move the sand around. Oh my god.
Just destroying the forest for no reason while he's at it.
Condensing it all, like setting a wave of like pressure.
He is so powerful. He is even stronger than when we fought each other. I'm still alive. If so, there must be a reason for it.
I love how the sand isn't touching him.
Hidden in the mist under the cover of night. We all feel the sting of the recent betrayal. Well, tonight they'll see savagery like they've never known.
His clan.
They don't look like him at all.
Gunned the ferocity of our clan down to every last man, woman, and child.
They're attacking the village hidden in the mist, if you didn't hear.
What are you waiting for, Kimimaro? Get going already.
I'm not sure what to do.
Go down to the village of the mist and kill every single person you come across.
I'm gonna just kill you instead.
Are you from the Mist Village?
Not anymore.
No.
I see. Sorry.
That's fucking crazy.
Damn.
Haku,
No, it's nothing. Sorry, Zabuza.
we don't have time for daydreaming. Get a move on.
Right.
I forgot about that. That's so awesome.
That's really cool.
His eyes were the same as mine before I met Zabuza.
Just a moment. What you're seeking is just below this ridge, child. Go on. Have at it. It seems they've begun. The Kaguya clan. What a bunch of idiots. They understand nothing other than the sword. Days are gone when a horde of savages could go slaughtering all in their path. Are we all that is left of the clan then? That's right. And it looks like we're surrounded.
Why are you all still, like, excited about this? What is wrong with you?
What is it that I fight for?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I have none of these answers.
What?
Continue to fight. The time has come for you to be of use. Someone needed me. That was all that got my body moving. That. And the obvious, of course. I had to fight in order to survive.
That would be terrifying.
Dawn broke. And I realized I was the only one who had survived.
I'm alone. Again. The flower from before.
Oh no, he's just been here
Why
before.
are you blooming in a place like this? How come you won't answer me, huh? Oh, so you're going to ignore me too, then? Who cares anyway? It's not like anyone will see you here.
That will do. Maybe, just maybe, there is no purpose in life. But if you linger a while longer in this world, you might discover something of value in it. People are born for a
forgot that.
reason. That's what I think.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Something they're meant to do with their lives. And I am no different. I was put on this earth to protect Lord Orochimaru and his ambitions.
An interesting thing for a guy all about bones
Yeah,
to
an
turn into.
invertebrate.
Interesting choice.
I think it is pretty interesting.
Sasuke, come on! You've got to come back! Everyone's worried about you! Oh, man. I can't see anything in here. The darkness is too thick.
Sometimes your eyes are even better than mine.
You're right. You were right about all of it. What am I standing around here for? Just you wait! I'm gonna bring Sasuke home for sure! If it's the last thing I do!
God, this episode is jam-packed of shit.
Oh, okay, so he's not octopus.
No, he's not a literal octopus.
I
He
don't
thought
know.
he was gonna be like slurping out of the sand.
What is that form?
What up? What do you think of that one?
I like that one. I thought he turned into an octopus.
That was a fucking great episode. That was a really good episode.
Yeah, okay, here's what I like. I like that the like bigger villain, like Kimimaro, was definitely always more of a threat than the Sound 4, and they're treating him as such by not just having Gaara come in and kill him instantly.
Yeah.
Because with the other two, it made total sense for them to just get killed off right when the help showed up, because they were already they'd been fighting for like a long time at this point, and they just no longer had any relevance to the story.
And the people who showed up had time to power up since we saw them last. So yeah.
And they were totally fresh. Like they hadn't fought anything else or been doing anything other than running over there.
Yeah.
So that was all good. But Kimimaro, his fight with Naruto was probably not that exhausting for him, and he hadn't even had to go into his final form, which, as we know, takes a lot out of the Sound 4/5. It takes a lot out of them. After they go into that, if they come out of that, then they're kind of done for a while, or they're definitely weaker for a while. So,
and they showed us good power scaling by having Kimimaro not initially even go into the first state of the curse mark.
Yeah.
By just activating it slightly like over his chest and then letting it envelop him and then going into the second state.
Yeah. So, I like that. I liked that with Rock Lee. He wasn't going all out, and then even with Gaara he wasn't going all out, and then he had to up it a notch, and then again. I like that, and then I liked it intercutting with Naruto as well, because since they were kind of just cutting back and forth between really just two things, this episode, that was a lot cleaner than 3 things that were going on and kind of at different points in each of them. I like this better. Sasuke just still running away. I'm not sure what that whole cave thing was about. Was that just more of a metaphorical cave experience for Naruto?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I just I guess I didn't quite get it. I'm pretty sure it was metaphorical, not him literally running into a cave.
No, I think he literally found himself on a green planet the size of this snowball microphone and was running around it and saw his shadow turn into his kid's self's shadow of the nine-tailed fox surrounded by a crowd of people. That seems very literal to me and not metaphorical at all.
No, I wonder if that cave was there at all in real life.
That cave was definitely there in real life.
And then he just went in there and then went out after having a
or went
spiritual
through
moment.
it.
Or went through it, I guess.
He followed Sasuke in there.
I know, but I guess I thought maybe he ran out. It didn't seem to have an end.
Okay. What do you want from me there?
I don't know.
That was clearly a metaphorical cave. He's clearly going through that was just what he's thinking about. Following Sasuke.
Just following Sasuke. That's
yeah. What do you want? You want I feel like we talk this whole time about how simple Naruto is, and then they give you an actual Vision Quest-esque metaphorical representation of what the characters are going through, and then you're like, I didn't get that. What do you want from the show if you don't take that as something interesting? They were just talking. So to break that down, they were talking about what was it? It was Gaara. First of all, he goes in the cave. He has this whole thing about himself as he's chasing Sasuke. He goes through this whole thing, and then he trips, falls, sees himself, wakes up as Kimimaro. But before that, when we went from transition from this scene with Gaara and Lee and Kimimaro, Gaara said he has the same eyes as Sasuke, someone with something to prove, who's fighting to prove something about their own existence. And then it goes from them, Kimimaro and Sasuke, to Gaara, and he says that someone with something to prove or something. Then it goes to Naruto as he's chasing Sasuke. So Naruto has something to prove. He wants to be Hokage. He wants to Yeah, like I just don't know what you want from the scene.
No, I guess I'm just thinking about it. I'm just
Okay.
thinking about it more.
Okay, because you acted like it was like I didn't get that.
No,
God, that was so weird. I don't get why would they do something so weird in this show.
no, it's just unexpected because they don't often do that in this show. To like such a degree of having like a beautiful sequence going in between characters in such a like creative way. Such well done transitions that like you almost don't even expect it because they don't do it very often. So then you like see Naruto running into this cave and you hear Sasuke and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then I was like, is he in a did Sasuke like is trying to slow him down with a genjutsu? No. Okay. And then it's the Kimimaro flash and like just looking at it again, I'm like, okay, now I can place it that it was just really well done. And
you were just surprised.
I guess I was just caught off guard because they don't do it that often. And that's not, like, to say the show doesn't do clever things sometimes, but this is just, like, this is really a step up from kind of what they normally do. And especially from the pattern that we've just been in of, like, a fight this, a fight that, a fight another thing. And then they just have, like, this really well-executed, like, going in and out and Naruto in his own head and thinking about shit and then seeing Neji and then you know it just I think it just caught me off guard.
It didn't sound like it caught you off guard. It sounded like you were like, God, this is so I don't understand it at all. Where is this going with this? What's the purpose of this cave? Like, God, it was so weird. And I'm just like, that's we complain constantly about how like poorly executed the show is, and then when it does something good, you respond with, "What the fuck did they do there?" God, show is so weird. I'm just like, what the fuck do you want? Like, but yeah, so that's what I mean by this show is really good. It has the capacity to be really good because it has episodes like this where there was even some like really good animation when Kimimaro went all fucking Violet Evergarden on these on all of these Mist Village people and just completely fucked them up. I can't find it, but all of Kimimaro's backstory.
Yeah, I like Kimimaro's backstory. I love that they threw in the Zabuza and Haku
that was epic
moment. That was epic, and I think showing them there and how Haku said, like that. Oh, he looks just like me before I found Zabuza, and then like immediately after, he meets Orochimaru, and it's like, and then you're like, oh, okay, so their relationship is like their relationship.
Yeah.
And I think it was a really nice, like, callback to the previous arc, but it was also really helpful in quickly being able to identify the kind of relationship that was, like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's less like the kind of relationship because, well, sort of, yes, in a way that, because the way that Haku viewed their relationship was not the way, and the way Zabuza acted towards Haku was not the way that Zabuza actually felt about it, or even knew that he felt about it. Because like their relationship was Haku is you're my weapon and we will conquer the world together. So yeah, I guess it is very similar to that. But I think it's more about where Kimimaro is in his own head also because before Haku found Zabuza, he was like aimless and didn't understand anything about himself or the world or had any motivation or anything, very similar to how Kimimaro is. So and they both have like. I think I compared Kimimaro to Haku even before without even realizing that this happened. Oh. Because I compared like the Kekkei Genkai thing about like
having like a weird one that's you know kind of weird. I want to know why he was locked in a cage.
He was clearly very powerful.
Yeah.
That's why, and he was different.
I guess his village or his clan didn't seem to be the sharpest tools in the shed.
Not quite.
At all.
Barbarians, one might say. Cave-dwelling barbarians. They were
literally about to die, and they were like, ha ha! Like, laughing evilly. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know. I wonder if there's, like, a retcon later in, like, future Naruto lore where, like, they had some sort of religious thing where they were like moon worshippers because they're like the Kaguya clan or something. I don't know. Like maybe there's something to do with that. I'm not sure because it does seem, or maybe I'm just forgetting something and I actually don't know. But maybe there's like a reason why they were so eager to die other than they're just a warmongering clan and are excited to die.
It seems like they were just kind of outdated.
Yeah.
Like, what Orochimaru said, like, oh, you can't just go around and fucking raid villages anymore.
Yeah.
And that's not how we operate. There's, like, you know, people have training, and people are trained to fight against people who, like, idiots who just come into the village planning on killing everyone.
Yeah.
That's not really how you do it.
And if you think about the timeline, like, how many Hokage there are. Like, the third Hokage was a student of the first and second Hokage. That's how old, like, the Leaf Village is, for example.
Yeah.
So, like, before that, maybe there were people like that, like, all over the fucking place.
Yeah. Yeah, and, yeah, Gaara actually doing some different moves clearly has been training.
Yeah.
Which is sort of different because it seemed like before he didn't, like, really need to train or want to train. He just sort of let his hate fuel him and make him powerful. But now it seems like he's learning some actual skills, so that's good as well. Interesting how he can straight up go into the ground and create new sand.
Pretty dope.
That's pretty cool. And that makes a lot of sense because I'm so glad that they explained that before he made a giant tsunami of sand, because it would have been like, okay, okay, buddy, with your, like, gourd full of sand that it somehow expands into, like, a beach worth the desert out here. Yeah. Also, I love how these Sand Village people just rolled in and are now destroying the forests.
Yeah.
They're
God damn, these trees are impeding my vision. I need to get rid of them. I'm not used to trees. I'm used to a flat plane of sand. This is really fucking annoying.
Yeah. I feel like there's something else as well that I want to talk about. Oh, I love how it's Rock Lee and Gaara together, and they're like, every time they have a conversation, I'm just like,
this is so
oh
weird.
My god. But it's just because they talk weird, like, they're both so, like, awkward in the way that they converse. Like, yeah, a nuisance indeed, and, well, I guess, like, he's not done quite yet, or whatever. Just they're both very factual. Yeah. And just,
robotic,
it's like,
kind of, yeah.
It's literally like two, like, super, like, stereotypical nerd guys. Just, we're standing next to each other, just trying to have a normal conversation. And it's just, I don't know, it's just almost funny. Because they have so much history together, but Rock Lee's just like, I don't really hold a grudge, and Gaara's just like, well, alright then. And then they just, it's, the way they talk about this fight is, they're really intense, but it's almost like they're talking about the weather. It's just very intense, but very, like, you know, this is just what's happening right now.
Awesome.
I find it very amusing.
It's awesome. Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. We're gonna move on to the next episode. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, really helps us out, and lets you stay tuned for future stuff, and lets us know you really like the Naruto series. If you just can't wait for the next episode, or you can get a week ahead on Patreon, patreon.com/boldcast. Once again, maybe check that out. A bunch of other exclusive OVA, movie, uncut OP reactions, bunch of other cool perks. But more than anything, we hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. And thank you to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council: Zenge,
John Ortega,
Aurora,
Lewis,
Chris Janvey,
Nelson Barbosa,
Kage Uzumaki,
Dreadful XR,
Brian,
Handicap Bonkai,
D23L,
Charles Liu,
Brian,
Michael Wells,
King Mr. Mew,
Rifleman Z51,
Brandon Bruce,
Sallow,
Mord Tarragon,
Alfonso Reynoso,
Josh Carey Gray,
Jordan Angu,
Lolly Convict,
Takamasa Baba,
Vanity,
Redacted,
Josue Gonzalez,
Zachary Pora,
Mohammed Buran Ahmed. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.